Welcome in to episode 15 of our Humankind Let's Play series. We are smack dab in the middle of the medieval era. We are building our emblematic district like mad because we're prepping to move up potentially. Maybe not this episode, but we'll see how far we get. We've got the New World completely taken up by all of the different civilizations that are in all the different cultures that are in the game. It's been an exciting game so far. We've been able to claim multiple wonders in this era. And today, it's all about get those emblematic districts in, make some additional attachments, and try to build as many of our scriptoriums as possible. We are playing as the Franks, so we really want to maximize placement for our emblematic district, which is a research quarter, and try to jack our science up as much as possible here in the medieval era. We also took the Franks because they're an aesthete culture. We used the aesthete culture ability. We might be able to use it again during this episode. It is one of, if not the most ridiculously powerful cultural affinity abilities that you can use. We used it. We still have 10,000 culture remaining, influence remaining from the use of that ability, and we might get to use it again this turn and get like another, I think it was like 14,000 or something. It was ridiculous. Anyway, if you'd like to catch up on the series, the link to episode 1 is down in the description below. And with that, let's jump in to the game. All right. Here we find ourselves at our capital. It now has 30 people in it. Our growth is up pretty nicely. Remember, we played as the Celts in the last era to grab those nematons. The nematons have been incredibly effective for us in generating some additional food, and so our cities are starting to grow. We are building scriptoriums as we speak, and we still have 10,000 of that influence left over from using our Aesthete ability. We could use our Aesthete ability again next turn, and so we'll see how much more we can pump out. Let's take a quick look at whether we can make attachments in some of our cities. Okay, we have excess of 42 stability in Corral right now. We have 134 food excess, so we're looking pretty good here. We're approaching pop cap, so that would be our only potential issue is approaching pop cap, but I think that we should probably make another attachment here in our capital. Let's take a look at which of these would be most useful to put an attachment in. Either of them would be really good. However, we have two resources here, two of our strategic resources, and that means optimal placement for a research quarter. Now, are we gonna have to give up a 2-3 or 2-2 tile right here on the river? Yeah, but that is going to be too good to pass up. So I think we're gonna attach Alderaban right here. I think that is the play for our capital. We're going to grab this one next. And we have 6 attachments prepped for our capital. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, 6 is going to push us a little bit on stability, but I think we're going to be fine. We're at 42 currently. I think we can continue to build up stability in our capital through different wonders and holy sites. We have wonder and a holy site yet to build, and so I think that we've got good enough stability here to be able to do that attachment. So let's go ahead and in Corral, we're going to grab this attachment. And it costs 1,000 to make this attachment, but again, we've got tons, and we're going to use our Aesthete ability again next time. So let's go ahead and grab this. It's going to allow us to put a really nice scriptorium down. We've got other scriptorium locations right here off of our copper here, but we probably would take, well, it would only take one, actually only take one dip out to get to it. So we could actually attach this before the end of the era. It depends on how many scriptoriums you want to put in. We're going to run up on a time constraint here as well, where we're going to not be able to put in as many scriptoriums as we might not want. We might have to one-turn a couple of them if we get to that point, so we'll talk about that when we get there. But let's make this attachment. Boom. That's going to increase our ability to produce things. Obviously, our food went down a little bit. Population went up by a little bit as well, but now we've got another attachment on our capital. Looking good. Still clean in the capital, plus 12% as well. And then let's double check really quick before we do anything else. I'm relatively certain we have all... Oh, we didn't claim this yet. That's right. Someone said in the comments. Someone was talking about that in the comments. Okay. Oh, that's what... Is that what this army was supposed to be doing? Aren't they putting this down? That's like their move this turn, isn't it? Yeah. I think that's what they're... Yeah, I think they're scheduled to do that on the next turn. So let's not worry about that right now. Let's check... Okay, let's check Lulaban and Huaitu for attachments. We are at a 17 surplus, so we could technically attach still. Lulaban could run another attachment. Now, Lulaban technically was supposed to be attaching here. No, sorry, Lulaban was going to attach here, I think. And then Huatu was going to attach here, but as was pointed out in the comments of the YouTube video from the last episode, if we attach Nervia to Huatu, we actually have, we can put a scriptorium here and a scriptorium here, and then build other research quarters all around these two strategics, which would be hugely beneficial. This scriptorium here, and then the ability to kind of build around them on relatively garbage land. Like, this land is not going to get us very much of anything, so putting research quarters on this land is really, really the best play. Plus, we have another strategic here and another strategic here. So really, our research hub should be in and around this particular area. So I think that we could run an attachment. I think we actually, I know it's going to look funny, but I think Huatu becomes attached here, and Huatu just runs all along this. I know it's going to look like a very funny city, and then Lulaban will take this attachment, but I think that's actually what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and see if we can run an attachment here. We're at plus 12, so it's going to drop us down, but I think we can recover from that. We are building scriptorium, so it's going to continue to drop, but I think this is going to give us a really cool-looking research area between these two strategics. So let's go ahead and do this. It's going to settle us back down to 83, but 83 is fine, and we still have the ability, I think. Yeah, we don't have our aqueduct in here yet either, so we can also slap an aqueduct in here, and that will recover us basically back to 100 almost. So that gives us a lot of opportunity to do some attachments. Now, Lulaban should be able to attach this. As soon as we get the outpost built and down, we'll do the Lulaban attachment there, and we'll be almost fully attached in the capital. Sorry, on our original continent. Now, on the new world, Nemesis is sitting at 87% and a ton of extra food. So we can definitely come in over here as long as our harbors and everything are in, and we can definitely run these attachments. Now, up here we have 1 pop 917 and 0 pop 515. Honestly, we could probably attach both of these depending. In fact, I think we can. I think we have the ability to attach both of these. So let's just do it. Let's just run those attachments. Got all the stuff in the world. What are we at now? 57 plus still. We're just gonna run all the attachments. We're just gonna get this all attached. We have so much extra influence, we might as well, right? So there you go. All right, we're fully attached in the new world. Remember, we're trying to get a unit out to this island and this island. I'd like to claim these and put another city. So I know it's only gonna be a 2-territory city for now, but we'll see what kind of pressure we can enact in this area here. There may be a war at some point in our future with our good friends over here, Icarus. We'll see. We've also got Plosif kind of pushing in on this side. Again, we'll see kind of what happens there. I feel like we've got a pretty good land basis. If we can claim this island to get one more city out, even if it's just a 2-tile city, I think that will get us where we need to go as far as this game is concerned. But for now, really need to focus in on building scriptoriums. We do have Notre Dame and the Cloud Shrine, a Cloud Shrine available to us, and we're about to have another Cloud Shrine available to us. So one thing, let's check really quick, is how is our religion doing? Our religion is doing pretty well, actually. We are currently spreading. Remember, Buddhism had come into our land quite a bit, so we're kind of pushing back on that now. And we've taken the New World as well, which is good, because I don't even think we put a holy site down. Oh, we did. We did put a holy site down. No, that's Angkor Wat, which does count as a holy site. We didn't put an actual holy site in, just the Wonder. So we got holy sites to put in as well, but I think that takes us where we need to go. Let's go ahead and run to our next turn and see what we're doing at that point. Turns are going to go relatively quickly because we're really just building up our emblematic districts right now. All right, Agrarian Star earned. That's great. The Marians to the Mongols. So we have Sarge choosing the Mongols, 100 games, 100 days. And now a thief. Trade routes destroyed. Oh, that's probably because Icarus burned down a thing. Lots of trade routes gone. That could impact us. We'll have to see what that does for us. And now, an aggressive Free People's army of archers has entered Lulaban, where did they come from? Okay, fortunately, those are archers. We have units that are substantially better than that, I think. As long as we initiate the attack here. Now, if we let them attack first, it's going to be bad news. But if we... Because they can hit with all their archers to start and we'll lose units. But if we can attack them first... let's see what happens here. Let's go in the city. Because I doubt they attack the city. Let's go into the city. And then try to track them and attack them next time. I'll take a few more... where are we at stars as far as military stars? Take 6 more to get another one? That would be 4. That would be 4 or 5 of them. Would get us close. We're approaching science stars. We're also trucking along on some of these. We're not going to get very far on these Aesthete stars. We're probably not even going to get 1, which is unfortunate since we're an Aesthete culture. But we can use our Aesthete ability. So let's use Cultural Blitz again. What's the territory where we get the most? 14,580. It's so ridiculous. Anywhere I do it, that's what I get. It's so wild. Alright, so which one is going to be the best? We're 100% there, 100% there. We're 80, 87, 83 there. Okay, so that would help us there, potentially. And then here, actually, is our best bet. Right? One of these. There's a 46. We want to make sure we're getting the maximum of, like, yeah, so 46, probably? We want to use it there. I think we use it here. It still gets us 14,500. We're actually the lowest, that's our lowest spot for it, so I think we use it here. And now we have 20,000. It's so powerful. It's so ridiculous. 20,000? All right.
What do you say to this appealing
Shared
proposal?
logistics, Burley. You know what? You just chose the... What did you... You went to the Huns? Somebody just went... Oh, not... You're the Huns, but yeah, so shared logistics seems fine.
Your proposal makes good
Let's run through all of our trees
if you
really quick.
seek.
I can't remember when the last time we did that was. Looks like 3 turns ago.
Are you
or
wine
2 turns ago.
or are you vinegar?
Okay, let's check trade really quick. Never mind. I'm not going to check trade on anyone who's playing a merchant. Merchant is not going to get checked. Copper could be nice. We don't have hardly any... Wait, how do we not have... Oh, all of these trade routes just got broken. That's right. That is slightly problematic. Let's try to get some of these back. We don't have a ton of money to spend. Maker's Quarters. Porcelain's actually fine for gold. Okay. We'll come back. Well, we're not going to have money for anything else, actually. Want to make sure... Oh, Sage would be really nice. How much is this? 174. Okay, so we'll run... We need to run a couple more trade routes next time. For sure. Okay. These guys are just hanging out. Although, I'm tempted to send them to go deal with this army. Should we just do that? Oh, yeah, we're also trying to spend money. Oh, yeah, this is not technically an army until they get upgraded, so they're just holding and waiting for us to have money. All right, these guys should now be able to initiate this attack, and I feel like this is a fight that we win, so we're just going to do it. Oh, wait, they can't actually get there. Oh, and now if we get attacked first, we're in trouble, and I was not paying attention to that. Okay, this guy, oh my gosh, they're everywhere. They're in boats. This territory has not been claimed yet. We just gotta get this guy onto this island. Are those actual boats or are those military units? They're gonna be military units, right? Let's just jump over here. It's all gonna be the same. So we're gonna come to here. We're gonna jump in the water next turn. Try to... I mean, Nox is all over that island now, so I sincerely doubt we're gonna be able to pull that off, but... We'll see. We'll see what we can do anyway. All right, we got our quad is out exploring just to see if we find any curiosities. Honestly, that's really what we're doing because we can see most of the map at this point since we're pretty much allied with everybody, I think. Oh, look how fascinating. I guess you guys can come grab this. then we gotta come deal with this readout. Interesting. This territory was only unfilled for a short period of time. Okay, so that's ready for attachment now. So Ulaban is at 21 surplus, but we can just straight attach this right away. We're just gonna do that. I'm just gonna run the attachment immediately. So we have full attachment for Lulaban. Watu's full attached, and technically we could probably... Capital still has 16%. We could run an attachment here. That's going to get us 22 more industry. You know what? Well worth it. Just going to do it. We're just going to do it. That drops us to, what, 97? It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. So we are full attached. We are now full attached, and we got to take a shot at this city. This is the other spot where we can get a city, and then if we can somehow snag this back, or if it gets burnt down by all of those, the military of those free peoples that are kind of floating around. In fact, they're sitting on it right now. And they are burning it down. 2 turns to burn. So we should get this. I know we want to spend our gold on trade, but I think we need to prep up this army to go and make a claim / fight some of those guys over there. All right, Fever Pitch. One of the calendar's most celebrated religious festivities has always culminated with a traditional team ball game, as long as the people can remember. But now the sport is becoming a favorite activity in its own right. Played across the empire, 2 of the best teams, one hailing from the financial powerhouse of Corral, and the other from the industrial heartlands of Nemosos, now want to vie for the title of Empire Champion, potentially diluting its original religious meaning. What is your position on this intended context? This is... look, I love Humankind. This is one of the reasons why Humankind is so freaking cool. I love this kind of event. It's just so much fun to, like, see, like, sport, like, take place in your empire. Like, this is the invention of sport. It's so fun. It's so cool. Okay, let's check our options. We can forbid it. We can maintain the sanctity of the tradition, and find virtue in work and not play. That's probably not what we're gonna do. We do get overproductive, which would actually be really nice right now, but I don't think we're gonna do that. I can't do it. We control the players are instruments of God. In their intense rivalry, they can help elevate faith. We can generate more faith. Don't really need that per se. Or we can support. There is no controversy here. The match can be seen as a mere warm-up to its religious incarnation, and we can get some stability. Now, we don't necessarily need stability, but this does push us in the right direction on this particular axis. And you know what? Chances of triggering another narrative event? I can't do it. I love sport too much. We gotta support sport. It's gotta be done. All right, there we go. And let's jump to our next turn. Again, we spent, I think, as much influence as we can. We really have nothing else to spend influence on at this point, except let's check really quickly our civics. That would be the only other thing to check. All right, so we could get +2 influence on main plaza, +2 influence on administrative center, or +10 on assimilated peoples. Now, we did find out, people did comment, so thank you for that. And again, keep commenting on the videos. I appreciate all the comments. We're always learning in a 4X game, right? We can all help each other learn. We did figure out that we're pretty sure this only counts on the main plaza of the people you assimilated. If you attach to that, it does not expand out from there. So we have only 1 assimilated free peoples right now. That would be +10. We have plenty more, I think, than 10 territories. And so monoculturalism is going to be probably the way that we're going to go. It's going to push us back towards this again. But you know what? We might be fighting it a little bit anyway, and this gets us more influence. Let's just go ahead and enact this.
That
we
should
have
help
a ton
with
of extra
simplicity
stuff.
and keep things focused.
And Unbelievers, I
Depending, of
don't
course,
think we
on
need
where
to
you
do
go
this.
next.
Sacrifice 1 pop to increase stability. Sacrifice 1 pop to increase money. We're not really gonna... I'm not into sacrificing population. I think population is way too powerful in this game for it to be sacrificed, so we're not gonna actually select that one. That's my personal thought on population. I just think it's too powerful a thing to be used to sacrifice for different things. Explosive has moved from the Axumites to the Byzantines. I have unlocked the Apothecary and the Alchemist Workshop. Those are both going to be decent for us. An Osmosis event. A Science one. Beautiful. Love to see that. Take it. And resources are being resold. A downgrade in my treaty from 100 games to 100 days. That's something to pay attention to. And... oh, perfect. Oh, my guys made their move. Okay, so they decided not to move, and so we are indeed going to get to attack them. All right, so let's manual battle this. I believe we're attacking, so we actually want to play the aggressor here. I'm going to move... I'd like to get my archers in the best possible spot. Move these guys here. Let's move... I think we can... no, that's a cliff. I don't think we can attack from here. think we have to move all these guys out here. And then I'm going to put the archers up in the city and possibly even move them here for that purpose. But I think we can attack off of this. I don't think we can attack off of this. If we can, that's my mistake. But I think that's a cliff. This is not cliff. This is cliff. So that can't be attacked off of. This, I think, starts cliff again. But this is not cliff over here, so we can attack down. They're going to back off probably anyway, but we'll see what we can do here. Yeah, okay, so they backed off, which is, like, we expected that, right? We want to get as many attacks in as possible and destroy as many of their units as we can with our units. That's going to be a little tricky. So what we want to do is make sure we maneuver a couple of units into place to be able to make their attacks. And in fact, so let's get this guy here. Let's get this guy here. And then we'll bring this guy in here because he's going to be able to provide support now for these two units. And then I think the archer can just attack anybody. So that unit can die. This unit can die. We'll leave this guy alive. And then, so what we want to do is probably just shoot this guy. And we're going to attack down into this. That's going to be a kill. We're going to attack over into this. That's going to be a kill. And then they're going to get to shoot just a couple times. We should be fine here. Perfect. And they spread their shots out anyway. And so now we will get to just shoot down. I think that's probably, they're going to die. Doesn't matter. This. A kill. These guys can run over and get this kill. Oh, and they have one more unit? I didn't see. Can we run the attack? Oh my gosh, we can. Wow, okay. Those guys were hiding in the trees. Fantastic. All right, barely any damage in that battle, which is exactly what we wanted to happen. Again, if we talked about this last time, but if we would have been attacked by them, we still would have won that fight, probably, but we would have taken substantially more damage, right? Because they would have had initial attacks with their archers, and so they would have gotten a full attack off before we even got to attack them. And so we were actually able to kill, what, two of their units and injure a third right on the opening attack, and so then we didn't get hit by very many of their units. Okay, we got a new tenant. We've gotten our population up high enough. Our followers of our religion have gotten to the next level. Let us pick our next tenant. We took Abstain from Intoxicants, one of the most powerful tenants in the game. We took first round, and then we took Bear Not False Witness because, again, we are now playing the Franks, and so we're going to put scriptoriums everywhere. We're going to build in a bunch of our emblematic districts, and this is going to pay off in big dividends for us from a science perspective. Bear Not False Witness is nice, but there's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of kind of equally good ones depending on the direction of game you're taking in the second level. And now we're at our third level tenants, so we could choose Develop Intellect, which is +2 science on Religious District, +20 science per alliance. So again, if we want to go science, that's a lot. We have a lot of alliances right now, so that's plenty of science. Eschew Gluttony gives us movement, which is nice, so we could get extra movement. I don't think we really need that because we're not playing particularly a war game, so I don't know if movement's going to help us. Plus, we have the map explored already. We're not needing to like truck around and try to get some settles in or anything like that. Purge Idleness, +15 on Main Plaza and +2 Industry. From our religious district, so that could get us some extra production, which would be really nice. Show No Mercy, we're not really going to war. Again, if you're going to war, show Not Mercy would be good. Mandate Patronage, +2 money per number of trade routes on city or outpost. Okay. Let's talk Proselytize Daily, +2 influence on Commons Quarter, +2 influence. I don't build Commons Quarters hardly ever. Garrisons are better than Commons Quarters. I dislike Commons Quarters a strong amount. I would not choose Proselytize Daily. Now, here's where we start to get into an area where things get a little bit, in my opinion, broken. And I think religion itself needs a full overhaul anyway in Humankind. But you notice, like, we've got some decent stuff, like Develop Intellect and Purge Idleness. Like, not bad. Then you get to Mandate Patronage. +2 money per number of trade routes on city or outpost. Let me show you really quick how many trade routes we have on a couple of our places. Let's take a look. I see if I can remember where to find the number of trade routes. There's a screen for this. Can't remember. How do I get to that trade route screen? Does anybody remember? Oh yeah, you just hover over it, right? Okay, so we're gonna hover over Huatu. 41 trade routes. And remember, we don't even have all of our trade routes up. 41 trade routes in Huatu. Lulaban, 43, Corral, 60, and Nemosos, our newest city, 31. Okay, now let's go look at our tenants again that we get to pick and go to mandate patronage. +2 money per number of trade routes. You're talking 120 extra money per turn on trade routes alone, only in Corral. How is that comparable to develop intellect or purge idleness? Plus 15 industry on main plaza? We're about to get 120 gold out of one city. If you're trading a bunch, which that's how I play the game, and I think trade is incredibly important in Humankind. If you're trading a bunch, mandate patronage is a click every time. If you can get there first, button. And then you'll see, we'll find the same thing in the 4th level tenants. We'll find the same exact situation exists. But let's take mandate patronage because it is clearly the best tenant in this particular level. We're the first culture to reach this level. And so we will take mandate patronage because we're trading a whole bunch. And look, madness is about to benefit our whole empire in a very great way. All right. We should have actually looked at how much money we were making. We could look back in the actual recording. We could check out how much money we were making, and then how much money we're going to be making now, because I think it just went up by a ludicrous amount. Now we're making 973 gold per turn. I'm pretty sure we were making what, like 200, 300 maybe, like right around 300. It's completely ridiculous. Okay, okay, I think we need to keep upgrading these guys. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the 800 gold this time on this, because we're doing well otherwise. So I'm gonna keep pouring in to upgrading these guys, because I think we're gonna have to fight at some point. We're gonna have to run that attack. Let's go here and then just sit. Oh, that's a warrior. What the? Wait. Hold? Oh, are we gonna claim this? Is that what this guy's doing? I think that's what this guy's doing. There's actually two resources here. Why would we not, right? Yeah, so this guy, that's right. That guy's going to claim next turn. All right. We're here. They haven't claimed yet. This is one turn from being burnt down, and I don't know where the boats that were over here went. We're going to jump in the water. We're going to try. What we'll do is we'll execute what people talked about in the comments, is we will jump on and we will immediately put an outpost down. And then we'll just use our excess influence once it's in to scoot that outpost to wherever the optimal place is. And that's how we'll take the claim. If we can get it. We need, what, 1 turn to get here, and then a 2nd turn to get on, and then probably a 3rd turn to claim. Man, they're just sitting here waiting. But I wonder if they're overly concerned with this. The other thing we want to do is, if this gets burnt down, we want to sneak a unit in here and run the same kind of play. So I'm going to get this lone scout. We're going to try to sneak him up here somewhere. Because, actually, I think that's where I'd probably put the outpost anyways, probably right here on this river. So I think we'll try to sneak a guy in right here in case this does succeed in getting burnt down. We'll try to sneak a placement in over here as well. Fever Pitch 2, our sports event. As the day of the big game draws near, everywhere you go, from marketplaces to thermal bathhouses, you hear commoners and highborn alike talking about the imminent match. Now the day has finally arrived. The great arena in Corral overflows with followers from both cities' teams, singing and cheering as they await the commencement of the game. Your presence is expected, but there are no neutral areas in the arena, so if you attend, you will need to choose a side. What will you do? Oh man, this is I've never seen this one before. This is such a good event. I don't know if this is one of their new ones or not, or if I just haven't been playing enough lately to be able to see these, but all right. We can evangelize. I will not attend, instead dedicating my time to reminding citizens of this Malach's religious roots. No, absolutely not. We don't need the faith. I like the idea of this. It's kind of funny, but all right, support Corral. I will favor the city's money makers, even if it disappoints the capital of industry. Plus 25 money on Corral, and it moves us towards being more of a money-making type of culture. Or support Nemosis. My heart is with the workers, not the moneylenders. Overproductive on Nemosis for 10 turns. All right, so Prosperous on Corral is great, but we're making tons of money. Here's my thought. I think we should take the overproductive because we're going to be able to build more of our emblematic districts this way. We are going to support, not the capital. We're going to support the visitors, Nemosos from the New World. Wow, a very controversial decision from the leader to support The New World team, the newbies into the league. All right, here we go. Overproductive. And we're going to just start cranking stuff out of Nemosos now. Excellent. All right, we get to pick our next science. We get 0-turn craftsmanship, which seems... That's... Yep, that's way back there. Let's do that. You gotta love those little ones that just end and don't connect, so sometimes you forget about them. Perfect, let's 0-turn that. And then... I think, really... We could go to trade insurance, because we are still trading. In fact, let's do that. Let's go to guilds really quickly, just because... We might... That minus 20% is gonna... it's negligible, but we'll still be able to get some sort of benefit out of that. Alright, craftsmanship has been researched, and we are ready to rock and roll. We might get to use Cultural Blitz one more time before we move up. To be really honest, I'd be kind of good if we could, in fact, so let's pay attention to that. And then we know we have units moving here. We just won this fight over here, and then we're trying to get over here. Alright, let's see.
A colossus rears its head, both figuratively and literally. Another empire has built the Colossus of Rhodes.
Ah, a wonder has been built. Excellent. A couple more trade routes destroyed. Several more trade routes destroyed. Oh, because that outpost just got blown up. Yep. And now the Free Peoples have actually claimed this, it looks like. 9 trade routes blocked because of that. 7 more blocked because of this outpost being taken out. Alright, so now becomes very important for us to upgrade our units. Are we going to have enough to upgrade both? We do not. But let's... I'm going to sneak this guy in up here. Let's get this army on the move, and we can upgrade that guy next turn before we leave our territory. We are going to go and need to wage a quick war over here, because that is going to be something we want. Now, these guys are going to make their way up here. And we're going to put a claim in as soon as we possibly can. These guys are going to make their way and try to see if we can fight that army from over here and then get a claim on this territory right away. Because that would actually give us a nice 1, 2, 3. If we can get all 3 of these, a nice 3-territory city, which actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. I'd love to snag all 3 of those. So this guy's going to put a claim here and then immediately go claim these islands. This army is going to come and try to take out this Free Peoples and then put a claim in there as well. So a turn of events on the New World as... It looks like Nox has lost her footing. Blue has lost their footing on the New World to the aggressive Free Peoples. And now I'm going to try to come and take advantage of that. Also, the Burly Gamer, 4 of 4, about to have their outpost on the New World wiped out in their war with Icarus and the Purple. So again, there is war is afoot. We've got Hunnic hordes crossing the ocean, heading towards Icarus's territory. There is a lot of armies, like, oh man, we got Nox and Burley are also looking like bad. Look, things could be going down here. It's, the geopolitical climate right now is very tense in this game. We're going to try to remain peaceful and just take advantage of situations as we can. That's going to be our goal. All right, we're up here. Ooh, we can snag. We can actually, can we snag that on our way in? I think we can, because we have 2 turns to cross. So we can actually pop up here and then over. So we'll go here first. Then on our way into that to be safe, we'll snag that curiosity. And then we'll put our claim down right here on this lovely little spot of land. It's just going to be the outpost. That's it. But we'll be able to connect that into Watu, actually. This is what we're going to be able to connect that into. Okay, we grab that, and then we can go ahead and burn this down. And then these guys, we were going to move towards these Free Peoples and just kind of go wage some sort of random war. So I think that will continue to be the plan. So we'll just kind of keep them on the move. And our boat's just going to keep boating, you know? We're just going to keep boating along. Just break this fog, see if there's any curiosities sitting in the water for us to grab. And that should just end our turn right away. Again, we have nothing in particular to spend our influence on until we get over here. Now, could we start pouring influence into claiming one of these cities over here? We actually could. We could wage war against one of these. Let's do a quick check. 51 turns, so they're relatively new. 6 turns left on this one until they're gone, so we don't want to do anything with them. 42 turns until Tawanakas is gone. They have 2 people. And we might be able to catch up with them and put a claim on this place to get a city on this continent. That would actually be kind of interesting. I'm actually not opposed to this. So I think we actually start pouring. I mean, we have so much of it. I know it's going to make it cost more in the end, but maybe we do the flip over to making it cost money at some point. But I think I'm just going to pour. Look, we might as well just get this moving at a really fast clip. We're also close to them. This makes a lot of sense to do, actually. So we'll get our army over here. We'll reinforce it with the army we get from taking this city by assimilation. I'm going to put another one. Let's go plus 12 per turn. Let's get caught up. Let's grab this as quickly as we can. And that will get us another city. I think that's the way to do it. And then we'll just use war. We'll use war to take these guys out. And then these guys are actually in 6 turns going to disband. Their lifespan will be over. And so they will go into decline and just disappear off the map. So we could actually come in here. Once we have this city, we can actually just put a claim in over here. And then if Burley doesn't do it, because Burley could assimilate right now. Anyway, I think there's plays to be made over there, especially from a war perspective and getting more of those military stars. Let's pay attention to what's happening over here. And
if a little knowledge is a dangerous thing, with 5 research quarters, this city is not dangerous in the least.
I don't know what that means. Unlocks banished population to make money. Okay, well, we might as well just take this because it's free. Again, you can check if it's free if you go to your civics. If you see something that is purple, that means it is free. Means you could just, you're not having to enact or to redact or take back anything. You're just enacting something for free. I mean, we might as well just grab that. We're probably never going to use it, but we could take it. And then we actually have unlocked scientific facts as well, and we're probably going to end up snagging that. We want the +1 science on Holy Site, so we're just going to enact that now.
Indeed, there is a difference
take
between
this
inspiration
well, so
and investigation.
We'll just enact it, because that will keep us in a happy state. Okay, this guy is ready to make a claim, although the army is going to have to move into this territory. But let's get him into the territory. Actually, wait, let's upgrade this guy first, and then we might have enough left. We don't quite have enough left to upgrade. All right, let's come in through here, because we need to come off of the cliff. Oops. That's not what we wanted to do. That's going to be farther than the rest of the army can travel. Okay, we'll catch back up to him. Alright, let's get this guy. We're going to put him right here. We'll upgrade him on the next turn. Alright, these guys are just going to stay. All of these guys are going to make their way over here. Now to cross safely, we probably want to get them all over to here first. Just get both those armies here. We'll cross them into the water here. We'll probably need to cross them here right now, just based on the technologies we have. We'll have to cross here because we don't want to cross deep ocean water right now. And we'll get them over onto this side of the land. When we're able to do this, we'll do that. We'll snag this Free Peoples. That will get us another army over there. We'll actually have 3 almost full armies. We might split them into like 2 fulls or something, depending on how many units we get. And Burley, yeah, they keep on resetting this. This is interesting. They keep resetting the burn on that. So we'll see what happens. This is an outpost that we could burn down if it doesn't become a city first. There's a lot of production there. I think that's probably going to end up becoming a city. So we'll probably just have to attack it. See how many units are up there. All right, so these guys are going to do this and then this, I think. We should be able to do that. I hope. You know what? We could play it... Let me... That's just clear water, right? So we should...
Blades in the water. And heat.
No. Just wanted to make sure we weren't going to die. And then their next move is going to take 3 turns. We're going to plop that on there. This guy is... Probably we need to move our way. We're going to have to stay... We'll go there and we'll just see what happens. Alright. Nemosos is finished with their, I don't know, first, second scriptorium, something like that. Where are we putting more scriptoriums? Do we have... Over here would be a spot, but I don't think we can build there. And over here would be a really nice spot for some scriptorium. In fact, we need to put one right here. Can we build out? Can we actually do that right now? We can't until we put one here. But we could put one here, and then we could put one right there around that resource. Where are they saying? That's a great spot for this particular territory. Unless we could get down here, which we're not going to get that far down. So I like the idea of building one here. Then the city will extend to here, and then the connection will actually allow us to build here. And so we can actually get 2 of them in alongside here, and then kind of fill this in with scriptoriums. Now, the other thing that we could do is build a different district here, put the scriptorium here, and put another scriptorium here. That actually would not be the worst plan ever either. So, actually, let's grab a maker's quarter. Let's put a maker's quarter right here. Make that our next build. Just a quick 2-turn on a maker's quarter, and then we'll put the scriptoriums kind of next to each other over here. It's always nice to get your emblematics within shot of each other. Okay. Now, we could build Notre Dame. We could build the Cloud Shrine. I think we're so far ahead at this point. We don't have... Well, okay, so stability is becoming a potential problem. Now, we have to remember we want to put Notre Dame with Angkor Wat. So Notre Dame... Let's actually place Notre Dame now. Because Notre Dame is going to go in Nemosos. I don't think Notre Dame has any specific requirements. Yeah. Doesn't have to be connected, it's going to exploit. So we just want to put this in a nice exploitable region within this city. Probably somewhere in here is going to get us like just gobloads of production in the city. In fact, right here. Plus it would look really cool. I think that's the spot actually. As I'm looking around, there's not a lot of like excellent land. We could find someplace maybe in here, but I feel like that's gonna be, that's all rivers. We're gonna be using a lot of that. I think we stick Notre Dame right here. It's in the same spot with Angkor Wat, which is what we want, and then we go for Machu Picchu as well here. Machu Picchu's got to be on mountains, so we can go put it like over here or over there. A lot of mountains actually, very limited. But we can stick Notre Dame here. That's going to be a cracking bunch of production. All right, so we're going to place it. The question is, do we build it? I think we hold on building it for a moment. I think what we want to do is actually put our scriptoriums in. Wait, where did we just build that? Yeah, we're building that in Corral, right. So what we want to do is actually work our scriptoriums, and this is a perfect location for our scriptoriums. In fact, I think we actually want it here. It's liking the bonuses there because we're not taking a river tile that's being exploited already, but I think we want our scriptorium in between these two strategics, so let's just plop it in right there, and then let's move the scriptorium in. We'll build Notre Dame at a later time, is my thing. All right, Lulaban is also just going to continue cranking on scriptoriums. Actually, we could put a whole Cloud Shrine in here. That may be the play. We're dropping stability quite rapidly here. So let's take a look at holy site placements. Where do we have our holy sites? That holy site? Where are our holy sites? I don't actually know. I feel like we could just place one like way out here. That's the way. Way out here. It's not a super great tile. I'm gonna put a holy site in there. We'll just let them build that by themselves. We already did this, so we already put this in. We already chose +1 science on holy sites. So again, we're actually gonna get science out of those holy sites. We got more trade routes blocked. We already did the osmosis event. Ransack was successful on our little plunder that we were doing. And so, we move on to our next turn. Let's see. Fine. Our units moving towards the coast. Alright. Are these guys going to actually make it so far as to attack us here? Let's get our units back together. Check out what this is. Oh, it's just a bunch of archers again. Alright, so I'd like to stay on high ground for now. We want to come down and attack those guys shortly. So let's hold. We should be able to attack them next turn. These guys, let's upgrade him really quick. And then sneak him into... Let's go see what's going on over here. Could we potentially burn this down? If their army's all moved...
Get moving.
Yeah. Well, we've got to burn it down. It's gonna cancel trade. We have trade routes running through an aggressive Free People city? Interesting. All right, so we're sneaking a ransack in. That's a 10-turn ransack because it's just a 1 army, but maybe that will... I have no idea what that's gonna do. We'll implement it. We'll try it. All right, we have some money left. We have some stability problems, so let's just jump into trade really quick. And
if you seek
check
the greater
for
good,
any...
then I would know you better.
Greetings.
Okay.
Tell me, how have you
Gemstone's
been?
not great. Papyrus is okay. Ebony is really good. Let's grab an ebony if we can. Just check
If
other
you
people.
seek
Sage is
the
really
greater
nice.
good,
Buy the sage.
then I would know you better.
Tell me about
And
yourself.
It's so tough to... We have horses we can buy. It doesn't get us stability, but I want the horses. Okay. That spends some of our gold. We can spend all of our gold next turn on that, actually, as well. Alright, we're on this land. We're gonna... We pulled it off. We pulled it off, so we just slap this in. Boom. We just make the claim. We'll move it later. These guys can go and try to claim this island. Oh my gosh, don't claim the island, you punks. Oh, good. They belong to somebody already, I think. Did it say they belong to? Musika? Oh, I think they're actually... Nope, they might claim that. That would wreck some of our problems. Okay. That's a death sentence for this guy, isn't it? We gotta plug along this way and see if there's something up here that we can attach to. I don't think we can travel that far in the ocean yet. We could test it, I guess. All right, let's try one more turn. Out of the Nox, going from the Carthaginians to the Swahili. Out of the Nox, playing the gold game, very obviously. All right, we got a science star. Out of the Nox going all gold cultures in this particular game. Very interesting. Alliance has been broken. Wait, which alliance was broken? Icarus and Plosif have broken their alliance. Fascinating. Okay,
I
good
have
to know.
something here.
Cultural
that
agreement?
should please us both.
Absolutely. In fact,
Your
let's just go all the way
makes good.
and have
We
a
would
science
all
agreement too.
benefit
Perfect.
from growing closer.
Right, so this will
don't
be
you
the turn where we
think?
check
So
all
tell
of our
me,
treaties.
How are you today?
Grab a customs union if we can.
I
That's
have a
used,
propo-
okay. Not going to demand it.
Blessings on you.
Check our
Death to
trade
your
again.
enemies.
Check my trade here. So Sage is very good. Salt is really good. Do we have any salt we can buy? 51 for salt. Well, worth it. None of these are going to be purchasable, so it's all a waste of time, but just in case. Okay, and then the horses were here. Full trade there. We can grab silk here, which is not bad at all. Oh, that's very... Let's hold on that for a moment. 90. Much better. I'll take the 90, please. Smokes.
All those of honest intent may have my ear.
Silk. Is that still going to be insanely expensive? It is. Apparently they've decided silk is insanely expensive. Let's take things that are not silk with our current gold.
Friend, so pleasing to see you again.
Look. It's pretty good. Take it. It's not expensive. Silver. Yeah, actually, silver's not bad for us at this point. Silk. Sage. None of the rest of this is probably purchasable, but let's just check. All being purchased by... Oh, wait. Gemstones. That's going to be... Yeah, way too expensive. I don't want it. Any... Did. Okay. We have a little more gold left, so I guess we could buy some of this. Oh, no. Silk, we can't get it. What was the expensive thing that we didn't have? I don't know. We'll figure it out next time. Alright. These guys made their claim. We were waiting for that to go in. Let's just go to the fastest one we can get to. Again, we could just move it. So we'll just get to there. Get that placed as quickly as possible.
All right.
We'll have these guys do a little swing. Oh, I don't know if we can get up there.
Ready,
I
all?
don't know
Row.
what our capacity is. We'll have to test that next turn. Okay, Nemosos, we're just going to keep putting in scriptoriums. We want... Oh, a fight over there. That is actually... Is that blocking No, this is Nemosos. Where are we building these Nemosos? Oh yeah, we wanted to go, yes. Yeah, there and there actually is perfect. I'm totally fine with that. Well, actually, technically I'd like to go here. That's what I'd actually oh no, because that's, yes. Just kidding. There's a strategic right there. Boom. Yep, let's put that down. We'll put another one right there. It's excellent. Huatu is going to make their placement over here because that's what we want. We want it to go right. Where's the border? Man, that's hard to see it. Orange right there. I think right here and then here, right? So, place there. We have a science to choose. I think we just start choosing the basic stuff now. So let's just get war summons. We just want to get our stuff done. And we have a quick fight going on over here. Interesting. Okay, well, I think... oh, they're attacking first. Unfortunate for us. Well, it looks like they're not going to be able to do much to us. Unfortunate for them. They got a whole round of attacks in on us, and it did not go super well for them. This unit actually probably can just exit from the back. Probably won't need them. And that actually was a bad play, now that I'm thinking about it, because I can't actually move onto that square. But this attack is... this is going to go relatively... They'll shoot me twice. And then it'll be it. It's interesting they did choose to attack that. Alright, so another 5 kills. That gets us another military star, which is actually super great. And that will bring us to the end of our episode for today. A lot of attachments, a lot of movement today. I like our progress. We're gonna go get this claim in. We're gonna get this claim as well. We're gonna get another really decent city out of this. And we're progressing towards our scriptoriums. We are, if we look at our stars, rapidly approaching wanting to move up. Next episode, I am relatively certain we will indeed end up moving up into our next era. So we got to start thinking about that. We got to get our scriptoriums in. We got to build scriptoriums like mad. We might have to start one-turning them. You put one turn in and just leave them in the queue. We might start doing that in a bunch of our cities. So stay tuned for that next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked the content, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button on the video. Comment if you have things that you'd like to talk about. Always like to respond to the comments and have a discussion about the 4X strategy genre and about Humankind, this fantastic game from Amplitude Studios. Big DLC coming out next week. And if you'd like to see more about that, next game I start, we'll be using the new DLC. Obviously, we'll finish this one out first, but more to come from Humankind on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed if you want to catch the videos that I release. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next week.